Hi guys! I finally figured out how to go live on my computer, but I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna wait for some people to come in. So we are gonna wait. I have Dumbo with me. So Dumbo's gonna sit right here next to me. So let's wait and see who shows up because right now there's nobody. Oh, there's somebody. Okay. Hi. There's three people now. Hi guys. Hi, Jesus Witzel. Hopefully I said that correctly. There's 4 people. Oh my gosh, there's people coming. Okay, so I actually finally figured out how to go live on my computer, and I don't know why my computer cameras were, like, super fuzzy. Someone did left, that's sad. But my, like, computer camera is, like, fuzzy, like, you can see all, like, the noise and stuff, but anyways, now I can go live on my computer. Hi, Dora Rosta. Hi. Um, yeah. What is the weather where you guys are? 'Cause I woke up this morning and it was, like, 30 degrees. It was freezing. I didn't even go outside, because it was so cold, but I don't know what the temperature is right now. Hold on, let me check. Hey, Google. She won't let me. Hey, Google, what's the temperature outside?
The current temperature in Ormond Beach is 54 degrees.
54 degrees. That was so loud. It's 54 degrees right now, but it was, like, 30 degrees in the morning, and they said it was gonna be, like, 20 something. It's windy night. Oh, it's night where you are? That's cool. It's like 2 in the afternoon where I am, but hi, Paula Ganello. Hopefully I said that correctly. But yeah, I don't know, it was pretty windy outside. I mean, I didn't go outside, but, like, the you could see, like, the trees blowing. But yeah, it's cold where I am. So there is 9 people on here now. So how are you guys doing? Like, what have you guys been doing today? Hi, Azul. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you so much. I haven't been doing anything. I actually did some school earlier because my mom made me. I had to do AP Human Geography, and then I also had to do chemistry lesson. I didn't do too good on my AP Human Geography test, but I got 100 on my chemistry, so that's good. Also, are you guys excited to watch the Winter Olympics? Because it's starting next Friday on the 4th. So it's almost here and I'm so excited. Hi, hello T. Hopefully, I think that's your name. But yeah, I got the US figure skating magazine. It's right here. I also have Dumbo. I got the US figure skating magazine and it's here. And it has like the entire schedule and everything in it. And it also has like this crossword puzzle. Okay, one second. I want to do the crossword puzzle because it seemed pretty interesting. I am gonna move Dumbo. Let's see, where should I put Dumbo? Dumbo is going to sit here. It's fine. There's like this crossword puzzle that is like all about like the Winter Olympics, which is kind of cool. What is your routine be figure skating? Like, um, my program? So honestly, I have no idea yet, but I should probably figure out soon. I have some options like for music that I want to do for my programs, but I'm not exactly like 100% sure because nothing is like fully decided yet. But I do have like some ideas of what I want to do. I just have to figure it out and like get it choreographed and everything like that. But yeah, there's like this crossword puzzle right here. And it's like an Olympic one. Hold on. Ta-da! So we should do this together. I think I'm like ruining the magazine, but we should do like the crossword puzzle together, and I can ask you guys like questions, and we can solve it together. Because I think that's fun. I don't do crossword puzzles that much, so like I don't know if you're supposed to do it in a certain order, but they did it. Like they put it where it says like across and then down. And honestly, I haven't done one in so long. So yeah, I can ask you guys the questions and then we can solve it together. So, one second. Okay. She is going to fall. I'm going to put her down here because she's going to fall off the table. Okay, so the first question is wait. Beijing's Olympic venue for figure skating and speed skating is the capital indoor stadium. The name is appropriate as Beijing is the capital of China, I think. I'm not good at this, which is probably why I'm not good at AP Human Geography, but I think it's the capital of China. So then is this one is 5 across. So let me find it on the thing. Okay, wait. Find it. Okay, I found it, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters in the word. There 2 more people came on because there's 9 people now. There's 11 people. So yeah, the word is 5 letters long, and I think that Beijing is the capital of China. So I'm gonna write it in, and yeah. Okay, so you guys have to help me on this because I am not very good at these kinds of things because I get asked questions and then I'm very bad at answering them because all of like my memory like just disappears. So, okay, this one is something that I'm not sure of. It's the US has hosted the Winter Games more often than any other country. How many times has the world been invited? 3, 4, or 5 times? So, do any of you guys know how many times the US has held the Winter Olympics? Nobody's writing. That's sad. Okay. There's 8 people. Come on, guys. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to put this aside. Let's talk about something. Okay. Wait. I don't know. Is my computer frozen because nobody is writing anything? Hold on. There's 8 people. Okay, wait. I don't. Hold on. I think it's frozen. I don't know. Oh, it's no. Okay, nobody's writing. Okay. Okay, one second. Hold on. Okay, wait. Do any of you guys have any questions for me? Because I'll answer those. Hi, Gabby. Hi from Denmark. Ooh, that is so cool. Hi, Delta Crew. Hello, Mark. That's cool that you're from Denmark. I don't go anywhere. Do any of you guys have any questions that you want to ask me? I have a question. What is your question, Jesus Witzel? You guys can just type it and then I'll just read it because now I actually have a bigger screen and I can actually see all of the comments at once. How do you land a double flip? Okay, so I actually have a video on my channel that I did like a while back. I'm thinking of like maybe updating them because these videos are from like 2 or 3 years ago. But honestly, the main thing for a double flip is at the very beginning of the jump when, like, you do the turn. So, like, you do it doesn't matter what kind of takeoff you do into it because a lot of people do mohawk and a lot of people do three turn. I used to do mohawk, but now I do three turn. So, what I do, the main thing is that when you pick into the ice, the foot that you're not picking into the ice with has to, like, come up. Like, you have to bring your knee up. Hold on. I can show you guys. Let me move this like this. Okay. So you go like this, like when you pick, like this has to like go up. I have like penguin socks on. So when you do your flip, like you pick and then this foot like comes up. And like the main thing is that you have to like bring your knee up before you jump. And then after you jump, then like you have to like snap it back down in and that'll help you like rotate. And then after that, it's pretty easy. It just takes a lot of work for you to get used to it. Okay, so let's see what all the other questions are. Hopefully that made sense though. I hope that makes sense. But then if you want like a more in-depth like video or something, then I have one on my channel that you can check out. What is your favorite figure skating move? Okay, so I have a lot. So probably in jumps, my favorite jump would be, let's see. I think my favorite jump would have to be double axel because I just love doing double axles. Like if you guys ever see me, like especially on my Instagram, I only ever post axles. So jump would be axel, and then for spin, I think for spin, my favorite spin is like when people do like toe Arabians or also like Y spins because I love those spins so much, and also broken legs. I love broken legs. But yeah, those are my favorite jump and my favorite spins. When did you learn scratch spin? Oh, that I have no idea. So when my scratch spin, I learned it at like the beginning. Obviously, I started skating when I was 3, and I think I competed my first competition at 4. So I think that I think I had a scratch spin by the time I was 4, probably most likely. But I think yeah, like around a year after I started skating. Well, less than a year after I started skating. But yeah, I don't exactly remember when I first started learning it, but I think I had it when I was 4. How was your start in the sport? So, I started skating. I've told this story a couple of times on here, but there's this one Disney movie that is probably my one of my favorite Disney movies ever. It's called Ice Princess, and if you guys haven't watched it, you definitely need to watch it. But I was watching the movie with my parents, and I was like, we were watching the movie and everything, and at the end of the movie, I was like, Jasmine, Ice Princess. And because we live in Florida, my parents are like, well, I don't think that there's any ice rinks in Florida. So then they did some like research on Google and stuff, and they found that there was actually an ice rink not too far away from where we lived. And and after that, we went to the rink. I skated, and like ever since I first got on the ice, I fell in love with the sport. So I started skating because of that movie. Who do you buy your skating dresses from? So we buy most of my skating dresses from this one seller on eBay, and they come from China. And they're actually like really affordable. And so far, I've had a pretty good experience with them. So yeah. Okay. I think the coolest spin is camel and illusion. Can you do? That's what Mark asked. So, yes, I can do camel and illusion. I love doing illusions, but apparently, upcoming season, they are thinking of completely getting rid of illusions. Um, so I'm really sad about that because I used to do like illusions into all of my spins, and now I'm not allowed to do that because a while back ago, like a couple years ago, you could do only one you would be able to do one illusion and then you could start your spin. But then they brought that back and then they changed the rules so that you have to do 3 illusions in a row before you go into the spin because it wasn't difficult enough. So they did that, and then after that, uh they were saying that they're going to get rid of illusions completely, so that because they're too easy, so you're not allowed to do that. And then camel, yeah, I can do forward and backward camel. I love that spin. Can we have a room overview from Sophia? So actually, I just took off my Christmas decorations, but my room over there is a mess. So I don't want to show you guys. But I can show you guys this side of my room. So over here, hold on. Let me unplug my computer because it was about to die. But over here, I have like my little storage boxes and I have like my little tree. Like I have a little tree and stuff. I have my pictures that I painted. And then, oh, there's my desk. And then I have some more my storage boxes. I have my little polar bear down on the floor because I love that polar bear. And then I have a plant. I have a table. I have my sitting area. And then I have like that shelf with another picture. And then I have my TV. And then I have my curtain. And yeah, the rest of my room is a mess. So maybe when I clean my room, I can do like a updated room tour for you guys because I do not want to show my room as a mess. Let's see. Hold on. We have Azul asked, how long does it take to do the single axle jump? So it's different for everybody because everybody is different, obviously, and it also depends on like the technique that everybody like different coaches teach. For me, I do not remember how long it took me, but it took me like around 2-ish years for me to land my single axle and get it like consistent. So it's different for everybody. I've literally seen people land it in like 2 weeks or like a couple of months, or some people it takes even longer than 2 years. So it really depends on what people like how people teach it, and it depends on the person itself as well. Gabby asked, "Who are your favorite figure skaters?" So I actually have quite a few favorites. One of my okay, so my favorite. Let's start. Oh, my favorite male figure skater is Jason Brown. I love his skating so much. It's like so amazing, and he can't like people say that like he can't do the jumps and stuff like that, which makes him not a good skater. But I disagree because he is one of like the best. Not technical skater, but like what is the other one? Like overall skater, like yeah, performer. He's an amazing performer and I just love watching him skate. So, and I feel like skating technically isn't about all like the jumps and stuff like that. So, yes, artistic skater. Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. So, it's more about like artistry and stuff like that. So, I love how he's able to like show that in his skating. And then for my favorite female skater, I would say Ashley Wagner is definitely one of my favorite female skaters because almost like the exact same reason as Jason Brown because she's an amazing performer and I just love watching her skate and everything like that. And I'm sad that she's stopped skating, but obviously she's like older now. But I just love watching all of her programs and stuff like that. And then my favorite ice dancers are Marielle Davis and Charlie White. I just love them so much. And then Azul also added that her favorite skater or their favorite skater is Yuzuru Hanyu, Lizaveta Tuktamisheva. I don't even know how you say that, but I know who she is. She's one of like the Russian women skaters, and I also love Yuzuru Hanyu. He's also like he is like one of the best overall skaters because he's really good at performing and like engaging like the audience and stuff like that, and also he has amazing jumps. And then let's see. Jesus Witzel asked, "Am I going to see Stars on Ice?" I don't know yet. We haven't actually decided it yet, so we'll see what happens, but I'm not sure. But if I do go, then I will let you guys know. Okay, and then Mark asked, "Do you keep up with the Russian women's skating drama with Team I have no idea how you say your last name, so I'm not even gonna try. But um, Tiri's squad. So I mean, I always have like whenever I open up Instagram, I always see all of, like these different posts about like what's going on over there in Russia. But I mean, I don't really like go too far in depth for like the Russian skating. I love watching their skating obviously because they're amazing, but I don't go like too far in depth into like the drama part of it except if it's like something that is really interesting to me. But yeah. So I do like watch their skating and stuff like that, and I'm excited to see what is going to happen at the Olympics, and I'm excited to see who's going to win. So that's going to be very interesting. Then Christine, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, added that Yuzuru's quad axel is very close. It is so close. I saw it when he did it. I don't exactly remember what competition it was, but when he attempted it, it was like almost there. So I feel like he's really gonna like pull through, and I feel like his goal is probably going to be to land it at the Olympics because obviously the Olympics is like this huge competition, and what better way to do it than just land it at the Olympics? So I feel like that's his goal right now. And then we have and also I wanted to add for like the quad axle thing. There's like this one guy, he competes for the US. He skated at nationals. His name is like Artur Dmitriev. I'm not exactly sure how you say it. It's some Russian name, but he also attempted quad axel. He landed it on one foot, which I thought was like literally so crazy. But then like he stepped out and like he turned and stepped out of it. But honestly, it was so close. It was like I was like, oh my gosh, when he did it on we were watching on my TV. On my TV. We were watching it and I was like, oh my gosh. It was like so close. And then Mark said that I heard that the Russian skaters have a different stroking style compared to other countries. Um, Honestly, I've never heard of that, so I'll have to look into that. But, yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that they had, like, a different style. I know that they have, like, a very different style of teaching than most of the other countries because probably Russia is one of, like, the top countries in the world right now. But, I never knew that they had, like, a different style of stroking. It might be because this way, they can, like accelerate faster on the ice and like with making it like look graceful obviously, but I feel like a lot of other skaters are also able to do that, but I'll have to look into that and I need more information now. So then Solana, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, so that she remembers when like all like these quads and like quad axles were like impossible. Like it's so crazy that people are doing it because like honestly it's like I don't know. It feels like it's still impossible, but then when you see like people doing it, they make it look so easy. I was like looking through Instagram the other day and there was like this 11-year-old like Russian like little Russian boy and he was like doing quad sow, like a rip on quad sow with like both arms over his head and I was like, "Oh my gosh." But yeah, it's really crazy. And then Hannah, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. So hi Hannah. My hardest jump is let's see. So currently, my hardest jump pretty much all of my triples. So my triple sow is coming along. My triple toe, I it's been like on and off, but I've been attempting more triple toes lately because I used to not be able to do them at all. So that's good. Triple loop is getting a little bit better, but like it's still not there. And then probably flip and lutz are my hardest because I can't do those. But yeah. And then she also thinks that Valieva is going to win. I I mean, it really does depend on how well the people skate. And I know that it's going to be like a very tight competition, especially like the last Olympics where they had Alina and Evgenia. So I feel like that I'm not exactly sure, but it might be a Russian podium sweep here, but we'll see what happens because it really depends on who can like perform or like do what they're supposed to do. And then Azul asked, "Do you see yourself in the future as a figure skater?" Probably yes, because I love skating so much and I don't know what I would do without it. But hopefully nothing happens in a way that I have to stop skating because then like my entire life would be broken and I would be so sad. But hopefully in the future I will be able to continue figure skating, and I also hope that when I'm older I will be able to be a figure skating coach. My goal is like my main goal is to compete at nationals at either like my goal for this year is to make it to nationals, and also I want to compete at nationals at the senior level. And then Brianna asked if I have any tips on competitions. Um, okay, I am very bad at this competition stuff because I don't know. I like exactly like yesterday I had someone ask me how I handle like nerves for competitions, and I don't really get nervous for competitions, but, like, I do feel like, it's not stress or anything, but, like, I do feel, like, a little bit, like, not like I normally do, but it's, like, not nervous or, like, stress or anything. I just what I do is I just try to calm down, and, like, the main thing that you have to try to do is just, like, block out everyone else, especially, when you are doing, on when you're on your practice sizes, you have like a 20-minute practice size, I think, and you have to like just focus on yourself and don't focus on anyone else so that you can get all of your stuff done and like prepare yourself for the competition. And especially on the 5-minute warm up, when you have all of these like skaters, like you have like 5 skaters that are in your warm up group and you're just skating around. And that's probably like the scariest part of the entire competition because it's like right before you're about to compete. But I just feel like you have to just focus on yourself and then like don't worry about like what's going to happen, because I mean you can't really control like what is going to happen, so you just have to like do your best and then like yeah, see what happens. And then A asked what age I started skating at. I started skating when I was 3 years old. I was a little tiny baby. And I also remember that when I first started skating, I would skate on like I would do learn to skate and like I would skate on public skate and stuff like that. And I remember that every single time my parents would be like, "Come on, Jasmine, you have to leave." I would be like, "No, I don't want to leave." And I would start crying and everything because I didn't want to leave the rink, even though like sometimes the rink would be like literally closing and my mom would be like, "Come on, Jasmine, the rink is about to close, and they're gonna like lock us in here." And I'd be like, "Okay," like I wouldn't have a problem with that. um, and then A also asked how old I am. I am 15. I turned 15 in November, and I turned 16 this year. So I get my license this year, and I'm very excited. And then Christine asked if I wanted to ever learn difficult jumps like triple axel in the future. Yes, I do. I really hope that I can land it in the future because I feel like axel is one of my better jumps because my double axel is one of my favorite jumps and I love axel so much, and I've been working on my triple axel off ice. And then like it was a couple months ago before competition season started, I attempted a couple, but they weren't very good. Like it was literally like a double axel and like maybe like an inch over. But I hope that hopefully in the future I can do double or triple axel or maybe even quads. It depends. Yeah, Gmar, hopefully I said that correctly, said that he thinks I'm pretty under. Thank you so much. Um, that means a lot to me, and hopefully, hopefully in the future I can as well, because I know that last season was pretty rough. But hopefully this season is going to go really well. What do you do in your free time outside of skating? That is what Yesenia asked. Hopefully I said that correctly. Outside of skating, I don't do much. I do school, I do video editing. I don't really do much. Um, yeah, I do like a lot of yeah. I don't know, like I do video editing and like I'm trying to think of what I do. I don't do much. And also, um, yeah. Okay, and then I think the greatest that okay, I totally agree with what Solana said. Hopefully I said that correctly because she says that the greatest things I learned from competitions, you only do your best when you're into it and you're having fun. That is definitely 100% true. Because if you're not having fun, then I feel like you're not as motivated to do as well. Um, but if you have fun and like you like what you're doing, then I feel like it'll just come naturally and it'll like be a better experience overall. And then Anastasia asked who my favorite skaters were. I already answered this earlier, but I don't know if she was here earlier, so I'll answer it again. My favorite male skater is Jason Brown because I love how artistic he is. My favorite female skater is Ashley Wagner, also for like the same reason. But if I had to choose like a more recent female skater, I would say let's see. I love Alexandra Trusova. Um She has, like, really really good jumps, like, it's literally amazing, her skating. Um, I just I hopefully that in the future she can get to be at the point where she's a little bit more artistic because I feel like if she was more artistic, like, if she had, Camilla's artistry, then, she would literally be, like, the person at the top of the world because she would have, like, quads and, like, she would have, like, the performance and everything. And then for my favorite, like, ice dance skaters, I would say Meryl Davis and Charlie White because I love their skating so much. Miguel, hopefully I said that correctly, asked me if I've tried inline figure skating. He and said that I'm a Spanish national champion. Oh, that's amazing. Congratulations. And yes, I actually do have my own pair of inline skates. When the pandemic began, we ordered a pair of those pick skates, and I have them on my old pair of skates. And um, I did that while the rinks were closed. I don't do it as much I don't do it anymore because I feel like it kinda was a lot and it was, like, kind of, like, interfering with, like, my on ice skating as well. So I, like, went back to not doing much of it, but yes, I have done inline skating before, and I was able to do most of, like, my double jumps on it except for Lutz because I don't think that I've ever tried Lutz. And also, I can never spin because, like, I don't understand how people do that. It's, like, so hard to, like, spin, especially on, like, those because I couldn't find, like, how you're supposed to, like, balance on it. Yagmore asked if I play video games, and if I do, what type of games. I don't play video games. I don't really have time for them. Um, and it's just like not something that I find interesting. I just don't really want to play video games, and I never really did ever. I've never really played any like online games when I was younger either, because especially when I was younger, oh my gosh, I was more of like I loved puzzles. I was, like, obsessed with puzzles, and especially when I was younger, I was, like I would always be reading. Like, I would never do anything like a video game or anything like that because I was always doing, like, other things. Like, I don't know, and now I just don't do them because I just got used to not doing them. Emma asked me if I've ever considered synchronized skating. Not really. I do think that it is pretty cool, uh, but it's not something that I really want to do. So it's like not something that I've ever considered. Azul asked if I would like to be a figure skater in the future and attend the Olympics. Obviously, every skater's dream is the Olympics, uh but since like they only take like top 3, well, not top 3. They only take 3 skaters out of the entire United States. It's like super difficult to make it there. But my goal is to definitely compete nationals at the senior level. That is one of my biggest goals. And then obviously, if I do have the chance, then obviously the Olympics because that seems like amazing. Sam added that he also feels like Sasha is getting bad programs this season. I mean, I am not a fan of her short program. It is not one of my favorites. But I love okay, so I say this, but I love her free skate, but I feel like it could be more. It's like a little it's not Daniel's best work because like he could do way better than that program that he put together for her. And I also okay, I only like one of the songs that she's like I only like the first song in her free skate, but like the second song is like where she skated to that like rock band. I'm I don't love that song. It's not one of my favorites, and then I'm not an overall fan of her short program either. Oh, yeah, I do agree with that the choreography doesn't go with, like, the music at all, because it just doesn't match. I feel like it would be a good program for her because I feel like it's kind of like her style, um, but, like, it would technically be like her style, but if it was, like, a better choreography job. And then Lydia asked if I do ISI. I do not do ISI. I do US figure skating, and I've been doing US figure skating my entire life. Okay, and then Miss Nightmare asked, "Hey, how long have you been skating for, and why did you start?" I've been skating for 12 years. It'll be 13 years this year. And I started skating because I also mentioned this earlier because of the movie Ice Princess. And I just fell in love with the sport because of the movie. And I begged my parents to take me to skating. So yeah, and ever since then, like on my first steps on the ice, I've just loved the sport ever since. And then Azul asked if I speak another language. So I actually have a video coming up in the future where you guys can figure out if I speak another language. So you guys should stay tuned for that video. And then and then Sam also added, I feel like they put all of their effort into Camilla. Even Anna's programs are a bit off. I do agree because Anna is also like one of those she's like a very nice skater. Like she skates really nicely, and I feel like that Daniel has done like way better jobs for Anna as well. And I feel like just Camilla's programs are amazing. She's always amazing, but I feel like they definitely did put more effort into her programs and into like her this season. And I feel like their goal is for her to win the Olympics. And then Yagmer, hopefully I said that correctly, asked if I like Tanya and do I think the movie reflects her life properly. So it's a different story for everyone. You never know exactly like what is going on. I haven't actually watched the movie because I've seen that it's not very like PG rated. So I haven't watched the movie yet, and I'm not sure if I'm going to in the future, but I do feel like Tanya was like unfairly treated because the entire incident was never exactly her. She never wanted this to happen. So I feel like I do feel a little bit bad for Tanya, but then also I feel bad for Nancy because that was her name. Yes, Nancy. Because she also did not deserve what happened to her. So it's definitely like something that is different for everyone's opinion, and it's like the perspective that you look at it. And then Julia asked me how many triples I can land. So currently I am working on it's not consistent. I don't have any triples consistent yet, but I have landed triple sow and I've landed triple toe. But so far those are the only two. And then right now I'm working on triple loop, triple flip, and triple lutz. So hopefully I'll be able to land those soon. And then Claudia asked if I have a favorite figure skater or role model that I look up to. Um, let's see. So role model, I've already answered favorite skater, but a role model in skating would probably be like uh I don't know. I love Sasha Cohen's skating. Oh my gosh, she is definitely one of my favorites. And I like, I forgot to mention her as one of my favorite skaters, but I love her skating so much. I even had a judge once compliment me. Uh, she came up to me and she was like, "Your skating reminds me of Sasha Cohen." I was like, "Oh my gosh," because that's probably like one of the nicest things I've ever heard. And I just love her skating so much. She's such an amazing skater, and she also had the jumps. Like she was very competitive for her time. So she is definitely someone that I look up to. Sam asked, "What is the hardest jump you want to land?" So I'm hoping to land triple axel in the future. That is definitely one of the goals. And then quads, maybe, hopefully, in the future when I get a little bit better at actually landing triples. So we're gonna do that. And yeah, let's see. Yesenia asked if I like school. I don't know. Well, it depends on the class. So currently I'm taking some classes. I hate some of them with like my entire heart, but then I also love some of them. So my favorite classes that I'm taking right now, have um I have procedural programming, which is definitely one of my favorite classes. I love programming and stuff like that. And yeah, I just love programming overall. So that's definitely one of my favorite classes. And then I love algebra 2. Like I hate math in general, but algebra 2 is literally like the one of the easiest math class I've ever taken. It's literally easier than algebra 1. So I love that one. And those are probably like my two favorite classes. I don't like the rest of them. And then Julie asked me, how long did it take you to get your doubles consistent? Honestly, it took me a very long time. If I include my double axle, because it's technically a double, it took me like my double axle itself just took me 2 years to get consistent. But all of my other doubles, I feel like it took like combined, it may have taken like 5 or 6 years. But I remember in the very beginning where all my doubles were like so bad. Like my doubles were just like not good at all and I would barely be landing them, but now I can do them pretty consistently. And then Christine asked if I've ever seen Dance Moms. There's this joke that they say that they save the best choreography for the favorite. Um I have seen Dance Moms before. I mean, it's not something I've never like watched like the entire thing, but I remember when I was younger, we would watch like a couple of like the episodes and stuff like that of Dance Moms. But I didn't hear that one, but I know that my favorite quote from them is like where they had like this thing where they have like a chair and like Abby's like, empty chair, do a solo. That's like the funniest thing ever. But I love that quote. But no, I've never heard that one before. But that is probably like the same thing that's happening in like Russian skating. And then Azul asked if I intend to learn how to do the quadruple axel. Well, I mean, it really depends. Um, I hope maybe in the future, but like right now the goal is just to get all my triples consistent, and I'm hoping that I can get triple axel maybe in the future, and then maybe like one quad if I'm like really lucky. But I hope I can do that. And then I'm not exactly sure how you say your name, I'm sorry, asked, "What blades do you have and how often do you sharpen them?" So I have John Wilson Gold Seal Revolution blades, and I sharpen them around like every 3, maybe 4 weeks. Probably no, not 4 weeks, but like 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know where I got 4 from, but like 2 or 3 weeks because especially now that I've been doing more triples, I feel like I wear down my edges a lot more than I used to. So I get them sharpened around like 2 or 3 weeks. And then Yagmur asked if I'm Turkish. No, I am not. I'm not Turkish at all. But like, yeah. But also, if you guys want, I'm going to be posting a video later or soon where you guys can find out more about stuff. And then Azul asked, how is your daily routine currently being a student and figure skater? How do you organize yourself so that you have time for everything? I am a very bad organizer, but like since I do Florida virtual school, so I have like a very flexible schedule because I love doing the virtual school. It's just like a public school. So it's exactly what I would be doing in a public school and I just do it online. So I have a way more flexible schedule and stuff like that. And uh I just have a way more flexible schedule, so I have enough time. I can do my school. I usually wake up, I do some school lessons, and then I go to skating. And then when we get home, I do like one or two more lessons for school. And I'm usually always on time. And most of the time, I'm also ahead in my classes because I also have like this in algebra. We're just finishing up module 5, the as a usual class, but I'm already like finished with module 6. So like I'm a whole module ahead, and it's just like I feel like it's more simple, and honestly, in my opinion, I feel like I learn more during doing virtual school than I do doing, if I would be going to, like, a regular a regular school. But, yeah, overall, just virtual school has been, like, worked with me and, like, my skating schedule. And then Yesenia asked me what my favorite food is. Oh, this is a hard question. I like a lot of things, but I'm okay, I'm picky, but I'm not that picky. So I'll eat pretty much everything except for a couple of things. Except like especially when my parents cook chicken liver. I hate chicken liver with my entire heart and they're like, "Oh my gosh, it's delicious." And I'm like, because it's, like, squishy and everything, and it's so bad. I don't know how they like it, but, yeah. Okay. Oh, and then, Still X asked me if I've ever considered doing pair skating. No. I also feel like I wouldn't be, like, a good match for pair skating because of how tall I am. I'm 5 something. I don't even know how tall I am. But, I'm super duper tall and, like, I don't it's like yeah. I don't think pair skating would be very good, and I'm also afraid that if especially I saw that one accident that was, like, a couple of years ago where the guy was doing, like, the lift, and he literally dropped the girl on her head. That is, like, literally my worst nightmare, and I don't think I would ever be able to do that because that is, like, so scary. And then Oh, and then Yesenia said that she gets her blade sharpened once a month. I did that when I was younger, but then now since I am in like a much higher level and I'm doing like more and more jumps and stuff like that, um, I feel like I have to get them sharpened more because I feel like after it begins sometimes at like the 2 week mark or like the 2.5 week mark, but at the 3 weeks my blades are like completely done and I'm like falling all over the place and like sliding. So it's not good at all and I have to get them sharpened. And then Emma asked me if I have ever skated at Worlds. No, I have not skated at Worlds before, but it does sound like something that is really cool. And hopefully in the future, I will be able to. Um, and then I have a question. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry, but she asked how old I am and if I like Elena Radionova. Hopefully I said that correctly. Um, I am 15 years old and I have heard of her before and I'm not exactly super familiar with her, but I think I have seen a couple of her programs. Um, so I think that her skating is very nice, but I'm not exactly like I haven't seen like much of her to have an opinion. And then Azul said that their last question is if I've ever had an injury in the sport and how long did it take you to recover? Right now I've been injured and I haven't been able to go to the ice rink. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hopefully you feel better soon. Um Currently, I mean, I haven't had very many injuries, luckily, that I haven't had very many injuries, but I do have this scar on my arm. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is from when I was 7 years old. Me and this other girl ran into each other on practice ice at a competition, and her blade ended up cutting my arm like right there in that spot. And it was very painful. And I had to get 7 stitches. And the next day, the doctor, I remember the doctor was like, "You cannot skate for 2 weeks." And I was like, "Okay." And then we went back to the hotel, and my mom was like, "Jasmine, you are not going to compete." And I was like, Mom, I want to compete." So I begged my mom and my parents. I was like, "Please let me compete." And then they finally did, and I competed the next day and I got second. So I think that's a good experience, but it also wasn't a good experience because I got injured. And then also my most recent one was I kind of have it. It's not as bad as what it used to be because it was around the competition that I did when I had the championship series competition. Um my foot, like the top of my foot started having like this really bad pain every single time that I would pick for like a flip and a lutz. And then it started getting worse and worse. And it even got to a point where I could barely even put the skate on my foot because it was so painful. And luckily, I gave it like a little bit of a rest, and now it's starting to go back to normal, and it's not as painful. But it only happens like after I do like a lot of jumps, but I try to like limit the amount of flips and lutzes that I do on a session just to like keep my foot safe. And then we have Chris. Hi, Chris. He asked, "How many hours do I skate on ice per day per week?" Okay, so I skate 2 hours on the ice and I skate 12 hours a week. So I skate 2 hours on the ice per day. And then I skate 6 days a week. So I skate 12 hours per week. And then I also do like an hour of off ice each day. So, yeah. And then Michael, hopefully I said that correctly. I got first place in virtual world championships. That is so cool. Congratulations. That's amazing. And then Christine added, "Many girls are retiring at ages 18 to 24. Do you think it's more of a physical challenge or mental challenge at this state? Generally, our 20s are supposed to be our prime, but teens are stronger." I don't know. Honestly, it figure skating is a very physical and mental sport. Because uh like, especially I feel like if you get in your mind, you aren't able to perform your best, and it's a struggle not, like, getting in your head. So I feel like it's definitely very mental, but it's also very physical because obviously you have to go and do, like, a jump over and over again, and if you keep falling, it's very painful, especially with all of, like, these girls doing quads and stuff like that, and I feel like, these 11-year-olds, like how I mentioned earlier, how I saw like that 11-year-old little boy doing quad sow. I feel like it's not very healthy for them either. But like it's not healthy at all because of how hard they're falling and like all of like that pounding and everything. So I feel like it's like something that is both very physical and also very mental. And yeah. And then we Yesenia asked what I eat in a day. It changes pretty much every single day. I don't really eat the exact same thing every day. The only thing that I do have the same is I have let's see. I have my coffee every single morning. I need coffee. And then um I have like usually for the breakfast I have like a bagel. And that's it. Bagel with cream cheese because that is delicious. And I've seen that people put butter on bagels. I tried that once and that was like I could not eat it. That was probably the worst thing ever. So, cream cheese is definitely better on bagels. Oh, especially whipped cream cheese. I love whipped cream cheese. Nathan asked what I do at home to help my skating. I usually do off ice jumps at home as well because on the days like on the day that I don't go skating, I have an off ice class that I do. So I have like off ice classes like every other day, I believe. So I do off ice jumps and stuff like that. And then Julia asked if I practice with a coach or by yourself. I do have coaches, so it really depends. I practice by myself. I skate 2 hours a day, and then I usually have, like, my lesson with my coach, and then I practice by myself each day, but yeah. So, I do both of them. Um, Valentina asked if I have any tips for when you have lost a jump. Okay, so I have gone through this a lot of times, especially with working on triples. I feel like some days my jump is like really good and I can land like 5 out of 5 of them, but then like the next day I can barely land 1 out of like 50. So it's definitely like it depends on the day. And I also struggled with this a lot when I first landed my double axel because I would land it and then I lost it for like a couple of months. And it's something that's very frustrating, but I feel like something that you have to remember is like how challenging the sport is, and also like looking at yourself like if you look at when you began skating, you're like it's something like maybe when you began skating, this is something that you never imagined that you would be doing, and I feel like that's also very impressive, especially, like, when you began skating, you're like, "Oh my gosh, it's a waltz jump," but then now you're, like, working on, like, a triple or something, and it's, like it's a huge difference, and also, like, the main thing that you have to do is you have to believe in yourself. It's hard, especially since of how frustrating it is, because I also get frustrated on the ice. I'll go around, like, 50 times and have to do a jump over and over again and, like, fall over and over again. And my coach is always reminding me that like I have to believe in myself because if you don't believe in yourself, then I feel like it just makes it harder for you to do it because you have to first of all believe in yourself and be like, I can do this. And then you'll just be able to like it'll start coming back to you. And then Chris also asked if I find that my skates get loose during my skating sessions and if I have to retie them several times. Um, no, not really. Um, I mean, I used to, especially when I get new skates. It's important that you retie your skates when you get new ones because or new laces. Oh my gosh, you have to retie your skates every single time you get new skates, or you put in new laces because they stretch. So you have to keep tightening them. But after I feel like once my skates are broken in, and if I don't have brand new laces in my skates, then I don't usually have to retie my skates. It'll be like one or maybe like twice a month where I'll have to like retie my skates like once during a session because maybe I didn't tie my skates as tight enough at the very beginning of the session. But yeah, I also see that a lot of people what they do is they get them super tight and people try like taping like the laces so that it doesn't come undone or yeah. But I don't usually have to retie my skates a lot during a session. Amy Rose asked what skates I have. I have Adia pianos with John Wilson Gold Seal Revolution. That's a long name. But yeah, I have those are my skates, Adia pianos, and this is my second pair of pianos. And then I have John Wilson Gold Seal Revolutions for my blades. Still X what asked, what time is it right now over there? It is currently 3:01. Wow. I've been live for like almost an hour. I started this at like 2 and it's like 30 oh, it just turned to 3:02. It's 3:02 p.m. right now. And then Tod Todora, hopefully I said that correctly, asked how old I am. I am 15 years old. Julia asked, how often do you change your skates? It depends, but the max is like around 1.5 years because that's usually when my skates like completely go like downhill and they break completely. And then Azul asked, I'm sorry. Now it's my last question. No, no, don't worry about it. I love answering questions. She asked, or they asked, how long do you train off the ice? I do like an hour before I get on the ice every single day. And I feel like I Yeah, I really started focusing more on off ice, especially my off ice jumps and just off ice trainings since the pandemic began because I wasn't able to go skating. And I feel like I've learned so many new things since I haven't been able to get on the ice. And I feel like just off ice training has helped a lot with my on ice as well. And then Michael asked, is there a way to practice change of edge off ice? Um, well, I mean, I've never really tried this, so I'm not exactly sure, but I feel like something that you should try. Hold on. I can try. Hold on. One second. Okay. So, if I go like right here, if you want to do like a change of edge, like if you want to go like outside, like if you're outside like this, hold on, I'm gonna my chair. If you're outside like this, and like this is like an outside edge, and then like cross behind, and that's like an inside edge. If you want to go inside edge, then you just start cross behind, and then outside edge, and then just like work on like doing that, and then that'll like help you on the ice, and it'll like get you more. I just hit my candle. Whoops. That'll get you like more used to doing like the edges on the ice, and I would say like do that like on both legs. That's just something I came up with. So I don't like call me out if that doesn't work, but I feel like that's like something that would be able to help. And then let's see. Hold on. Yesenia asked me, "What is the name of your off ice class?" So, I do off ice class with my coach. So yeah, and then we work on jumps and all those kinds of things, and it's always really fun. And then Jeremy asked, "What is the temperature in Florida in winter?" In winter, there's pretty much no winter in Florida. It's literally like winter in Florida is like fall everywhere else. I don't know where we were driving somewhere yesterday. And I remember that when we were in Atlanta in November, I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's fall. There's leaves that are falling on the ground." And it was like it's already January, which is like snow everywhere else, and it's fall right now because now the leaves are starting to fall. But like the temperature is like this morning it was 30 degrees, which is cold for me, but it's probably not cold for other people who live where it's actually cold. But I actually don't know what the temperature is now. I asked earlier and it was like something 50, but yeah. And then Yesenia asked for tips for off ice. I feel like it's just doing it over and over again because I feel like at the very beginning I wasn't very good at off ice at all because I know when I first started doing more off ice jumps I could barely do like a clean single axle, but ever since I've been like doing more and more of it, I feel like my jumps have been starting to like get better off ice as well, and I've learned a lot of better techniques from doing off ice. And then, hi, Pat Skate. Hopefully, I said that correctly. Valentina asks, "What is my favorite jump and my least favorite jump?" Let's see. So my favorite jump is double axle. My least favorite jump is I don't have one. Like double lutz. I hate double lutz so much. It's like probably the worst jump ever. I mean, I've always struggled with Lutz, but I don't like Lutz at all. So my favorite is Axel, and then my least favorite is Lutz. And then Todora, hopefully I said that correctly, has asked for tips for double and triple sow. So currently I am still working on triple sow myself, but once I do figure it out, I will definitely do one of those like tips and tricks videos that I would do for all of my other jumps. But then for double sow, I think I actually have 2 videos on my channel for double sow. So um I would recommend going to check those out because they have like a lot of like information in those. And then Pascal says that she has a video idea, which is demonstrating and explaining how to easily distinguish the different jumps. I still can't grasp how to tell all the jumps apart. That actually is a very good idea. That sounds like something that yeah, that's a really good idea. I should totally do that because my parents, they've been at the rink for like so long, and my mom will be like, "Was that like what jump was that?" And I'm like, "Mom, I've told you this like 5 million times." And my dad, oh my gosh, my dad, he's always like watching these like videos on like Instagram. He's always watching like skating videos, and he'll be like looking at like the captions, and if they write in the captions like, "Here is a triple flip," my dad is like, "Oh my gosh, that was a flip. I know that's a flip." It's like the funniest thing ever. But I'll do that because that sounds like a really good idea. And then I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but they asked, "What is your favorite spin?" I said this earlier, but my favorite spin is probably a toe Arabian or either a Sasha or like a I spin, but I call it a Sasha spin because Sasha Cohen made it. Or a broken leg. I love broken legs. And then we have Yesenia asked, oh wait, oh yes, I did answer this question earlier. And it was from you. Sorry, I didn't see this earlier. And then Julia asked, do you have any tips on how to stay in your landing position, how not to open too early in a jump? Okay, so actually I do have a good thing that my coach taught me about this. So when you are in the air, what you have to do when you're in the air, you have to technically rotate like this. I have penguin socks on because my feet are cold. But so like you have to be like this foot is pointed. I can't do it. I do it on the ice. You're standing on your toe pick. I do this next to the wall, and like you just do like this, and like you go up tight, and this foot is flexed. This one has to be flexed as much as you can. So I'm gonna do it from the side. So it's like this. So that's how you technically should be rotating in the air. And then it makes it way easier to land because then when you do this, all you have to do is just this one goes up like this, and then you just lift it up and then you land. So I just do that. And then for my landing position, when I do landing position, I do a lot of things where, especially in off ice, we do like these things where like we do landing positions and like we do this with our leg. It's like what they do in ballet almost. I can't really do it because I like did something to my back and it hurts. But like I would also just recommend just like practicing like holding like your landing position like this. Um, and I feel like it'll help you get more control when you'll do it on the ice. And also, another thing that you could do is on the ice is hold a landing position and hold on, I'll just show you. The other thing that you could do are these two exercises that I like to do is you're going down the ice and like you'll do cross roll, and then like you'll like go around in like a circle in a landing position, and then you'll go like cross roll. Oh, I'm sliding. Cross roll and then cross roll, and then you'll be on the other foot, and then you'll go around in like a landing position. And then another thing that you could do is landing position and then power pulls. I just moved my curtain. But yeah, those are some exercises that you could do to help with landing positions. Hopefully those kind of made more sense. And then let's see. Insanely insane asked how to avoid opening of body in air during a jump. This is something that I'm very bad at because I usually open my arms up super early on a jump. But what I do is I'll open up really early on my triples, but when I'm warming up for my triples, I'll be doing my doubles, and I always try to keep my arms in. You could do this on singles too. Just like do a single if you're working on doubles, and then just stay in like this. Or if you're doing doubles, just stay in on the landing. Like don't move at all. Like when you land, don't move your arms. Just keep them where they were and try and control your landing position. I feel like that helps a lot, and it's helped me as well, like stay in my air position longer. Azul said, thanks for answering my questions, Thousand. You're welcome. I have to go to a class. I look forward to your next live. Bye. And then we have Valentina asked, "What brand do you wear for skating practice?" Honestly, it doesn't really matter. I wear a lot of Fabletics. I love their leggings so much. So I wear Fabletics leggings most of the time, and I also have a lot of shirts from Fabletics as well. But that's one of like the main brands that I wear. I also have like my like two Lululemon t-shirts. Those are like my favorite t-shirts ever. And then yeah. And also, I used to wear Old Navy, but I don't wear it as much anymore. But they also have like really nice active wear. So if you guys need like, and they're most of the time they're pretty cheap too. So if you guys want some like cheap active wear, you should check Old Navy out because they're pretty good quality. And then we have Michael asked, if you like ice shows, look on YouTube for Blackpool Ice Show. Okay, that sounds like a cool idea. I'll definitely have to check that out because I mean, I love watching like shows. I'm really sad that they didn't live stream the gala for nationals because I was like really looking forward to that. But I love watching like these shows on the ice as well. So I'll definitely have to go check that out. Hi, Isabella. And then oh, thank you. And then let's see. Yesenia asked, "Do you have any off ice exercises?" Oh, well, it really depends. There's like different off ice exercises for different things. So I don't really have any off of the top of my head. So if you have like any, if you want have like a certain move that you want an off ice exercise for, then just write it, and then I might be able to. I might have like a couple that I could show you guys that are like off ice exercises for those. And then, insanely insane, how to increase your body rotation from doubles to triples. Well, this is something that I'm very bad at. I even struggled with this a lot, and I'm only just starting to get better at it. But I feel like my off ice has definitely helped a lot with this, working on my rotation off the ice because everything is a lot less painful off ice than it is on the ice. Um, working this is something that I'm not good at either because I've always had people tell me my like entire skating career that my rotation is really slow and stuff like that. But what I would say is when you go into the jump, especially if like you rotate your double like this, rotate your triple like this. So just try and pull everything in as tight as you can because work on making your doubles more open. If you can like make your doubles like higher, bigger, and like more open in there, like if you can rotate like a double like this, then you even if you can't pull your arms in all the way, because that's something that I'm struggle with all the time because I can't get my arms all the way in on my triples. But like if you pull like your arms in until like here on a triple, it's like you work on doing doubles like this and then here on a triple, then it'll still help with like your rotation speed and stuff like that. And then Yesenia asked, "Do I have any tips to get speed?" Well, speed as in like on the ice or in the air, because like I don't know, those would be two different things. Like speed as in rotational speed or as in like gliding speed. And then Tadora asked for a room tour. So currently my room is a mess. And so I will definitely be doing I'll have to do like one. I think I have one of like what my room looks like. It's almost the exact same. I never moved anything in it. I only just did some like new decorations and stuff like that. But I have one I do have one from a while ago where I redid my room the first time. So if you want to watch that. Lauren asked, "Is 18 too late to start skating?" It is never too late to start skating because skating is something that you do for fun. If I've heard of many people starting skating and it depends on whoever. So whatever like really depends on the person. If you want to be competitive, then you can be competitive. And they also have adult competitions and everything that you could attend. And they also have some really good adult skaters as well because they have like senior adult skaters and stuff like that, and the senior level, and they're doing triples and everything. And it's amazing what they're doing. So it's never too late to start skating. And I feel like if it's something that you really want to do, then you should go for it because it's a lot of fun. And yeah, you should totally do it. Um, And then Yesenia asked for speed on the ice. So for speed on the ice, the main thing that you want to do is I feel like a lot of people try and get speed by toe pushing. And I've seen so many people do this, and it's something that like I just can't handle. Is what they do is like they'll skate and they'll be like pushing with their toes on the ice, and it'll literally look like this. And it's just that's not going to get you speed. What you have to do is it's okay. So what you have to do is you have to start in like your T stop, like this, with your feet like this. And then what you're gonna do is without moving this foot, hold on. I can show it easier. My hands are not feet, so I can just show you better with my feet. So if you're like this, just start standing on the ice like this in a T. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna bend both of your knees, like you're doing like a plie, a ballet, and then you're gonna push with this foot. And this foot is going to stay here. You're not going to do this because that doesn't do anything. And you're just going to face plant. But what you're going to do is you're going to go here and you're going to push with the side of your foot. And it's going to make you accelerate across the ice really fast. Okay, so that's that. And then Todora asked if I have any off-ice tips for sow and toe. It depends on if it's on double or single or triple, but I can just demonstrate it with a single because it's pretty much the same thing for all of them. For sow, what I do is I do my sow. I usually do it in shoes. Well, I always do it in shoes, not in penguin socks. But I go like this and I jump, 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 jump. Oh my gosh. And like I jump around in a circle like this. And then I usually start like this. And then from here, it's just an axle. And like I bend my knee and I bring it through. And then I jump. And the main thing with sow is you don't want you to bring your knee like this. Never bring your knee through like this because then you're only going to be able to do that. And that's not good. You don't want to jump like that. So you have to have your foot here and you bring it through like this. You want your foot toe facing up like to the ceiling as flexed as you can, and you want like your foot farther than your knee. And that's how you're gonna do toe or sow, sorry. And then for toe, what I do is I go like this, and then I honestly toe is really hard off ice, but what I do is I go toe, I step, and then I just like turn forward kind of. So I step and I turn, and then I just jump. So I go here, and then it's the same thing. You don't want to do your toe like this because that's not good. So what you want to do is you bring it foot through and toe up. So on all like those jumps where you have to bring your foot through, you always want your toe facing up and toe facing up, and your foot has to be like at an angle like this. So if this is your knee and then this is your foot. Pat Skate asked if I can share the music from my program somehow. I really can't because it's like not good, and they could like shut down my channel if I put music like that on my channel. So but I don't currently have any songs for this season, but from last season I skated to a song from this French movie, and then for my free skate, my first song in my free skate was this French song from a French movie. And then the second song was a song from Downton Abbey, and I think it was like something like the royal something. I don't exactly know what it was. And then my short program, the song was a female cover of Dancing Fool. And then Insanely Insane asked, this sport is something which one day makes you feel like you're doing excellent, and on the other you're nothing. So how do you deal with your low about mental strength? So I feel like that is very true because some days are like literally amazing and I could be doing like the best jumps ever or like the best spins or anything. And like the next I could barely even do like a crossover without falling. But it's I feel like I've heard many people say this, but I feel like it's something that if you really love a sport or if like you really love something, then I feel like there's not really anything that should discourage you because I've had many people tell me that like they're discouraged by skating or like stuff, and I do understand because some days are rough, but I feel like if it's something that you really want to do, then there's no reason that you should be discouraged because you should be proud of what you're doing and it obviously some days are going to be worse than others, but you can't really control that. Maybe something isn't going the best that day. So I feel like it's like you should focus on just like breathing and then like be like, okay, well, the next day is a completely new day, and then just come back and do better the next day. And then Tadora asked, how do I balance school and skating? So, as I mentioned earlier, I do virtual school, and it's just something that has helped me a lot because I have a way more flexible schedule now, and I can do my lessons whenever I need to, and I usually finish everything on time. And currently, I'm ahead, and I'm also in like on the accelerated track and everything like that. So, it's something that has really helped with me. And then Yesenia asked if I have any pets. If not, what pet would you like to have? I do not have any pets. When I was younger, I had a couple of fish, but that was it. And I want a dog so bad. Like I've been wanting a dog for like the longest time ever. And my mom is like, "No, you're not getting a dog." My mom has literally told me that she would like, I don't know, she would like, I don't know, but I really want a dog so bad. And then my mom promised me that if I make it to nationals this year, she would get me a dog. So, guys, like please wish me good luck because I really want a dog and I really want to go to nationals as well. So, that is the goal. This year I am going to go to nationals and yeah, and I'm going to get a dog. So, yeah. She was like, "So, if you go to nationals, you will get a dog." But my dad is more willing to let me get a dog because my dad'll like go to work somewhere and they have like the he sent me a video. Wait, I could show you the video. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, no, I don't have it. He didn't send it to me. He showed it to me. I was like this little video of like these little baby puppies. Oh my gosh, they were so cute and I love them so much. And yeah. And then Tadori asked what breed. Honestly, I don't know. I'll accept any kind. At least honestly, I don't want a white dog. Like one of like those little tiny white dogs. I also don't want a chihuahua. Chihuahuas have a very big attitude. So I don't want one of those. But I want something that's like I love golden doodles. Golden doodles are adorable. Or also, I don't know. I have some that are I when we were down in Palm Beach, I saw like these super cute dogs and I would have accepted any of them happily. But I don't exactly know what breed they were, but they're so cute. And thank you for wishing me good luck because I really hope that I can make it because yeah. Pasky asked, is your coaching all remote? Any plans for new or specialized coaches this year? I'm not exactly sure what remote means, but I don't have any plans of any new coaches anytime soon. Um, because I feel like currently right now it's working pretty well for me, but yeah, we'll see what happens in the future. But as of right now, I think things are going pretty well. So I want to keep it that way. Oh my gosh. Okay. I've literally been live for like an hour and 30 minutes. Um, but yeah. Oh, I also wanted to ask if you guys are going to be watching the Olympics. The Olympics are starting on February 4th, which is literally crazy. That's next Friday. So yeah, are you guys going to watch the Olympics? We are going to watch uh we are gonna watch on my TV because we're gonna watch it on Peacock because I think it said that they're gonna stream it on Peacock. I hope they do because we have Peacock Premium and it would just be a waste if they didn't. But yeah, they also have the schedule. I think that they have this schedule. Hold on, I can pull it up really quick. They have the schedule on Olympics.com. It says figure skating Olympic schedule and results. And then they have that. Oop, there it is. And then like you can scroll down and it'll show you like all of like the times and stuff like that and what days they're competing on. I might actually, what I'll do is after I finish this live, I can post this link as a community post if you guys want it. And then that way you guys can see it as well. But yeah, I'm very excited for the Olympics and I'm really excited to see what is going to happen. So yeah. And then Tadora asked if I have any plans this week. Okay, I'm gonna answer these couple of questions, but then I really have to go because I've been here for really long. I didn't even know the time was going by that fast. But Tadora asked if I have any plans this week. No, probably just the normal. I don't think I'm gonna do anything new, but we'll see what happens. Sometimes my parents will literally just do things randomly and I have no idea about it, but we'll see. Michael said that I wish you could do an off ice class on Zoom for all of your YouTube subscribers. That's actually a pretty good idea. I'll look into doing that because I feel like I could do like a fun off ice class for us and then we could do like it on Zoom. So I'll look into that and then if I come up with something, I'll keep you guys posted. I should probably post more on my community tab because I feel like that's an easy way to communicate with you guys. But yeah, I'll look into that and then I will think about doing one. And we have Insanely Insane asked if I would choose a skating career or an academic career. Okay, so honestly, I know which one I would choose, but I also know which one my mom would choose. So my mom says that my school is always like the most important, and I do agree with it sometimes when I don't have to do lessons that I hate. But I do understand why she says it because skating is such like a physical sport, and I feel like an injury can occur like anytime. And hopefully, I don't get injured. Like, but I really hope that I don't. And if I do, possibly in the future, I feel like having like an academic like background and like I understand what I'm doing and actually like being like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but like having like good academic scores, I feel like it'll help me a lot in the future, especially if even if I don't get injured, if my skating career doesn't work out how I planned it to, then I'll have like other things that I could do. Because currently, right now, what I want to do in the future is I either want to be a figure skating coach or I also would really like want to be a psychologist because I love psychology so much. So, yeah, it's I right now would choose skating, but I feel like the academic career is more important. And then Insanely Insane said that I'm so excited to watch you Japan you. I am too. I really am excited to see his quad axel attempt if he's attempting. I don't even know if he's gonna do it, but I hope that he does because I want to see it. And then okay, I am going to do. I'm gonna answer 2 more questions because then I really have to go. So hold on. I'm not exactly sure how you say your name. I'm really sorry, but they asked, who do you think will win, Alexandra or Camilla?" I feel like I'm seeing how the season has gone. I feel like Camilla is going to win, but it's nothing guaranteed. But I feel like Camilla's programs have been put together for her to win, and yeah. Even though Alexandra's programs are loaded with quads, Camilla has like the quads, the triple axle, and she also has like the artistry. And then I'll answer Danny's question. He asked, "Hi, I just stumbled upon your channel. What is it about? Do you do live streams only to just talk and chill?" What I do is I am a competitive figure skater and my channel is pretty much about like figure skating and I do like I do vlogs and stuff like that where I share like my daily practices and stuff like that and I also do like educational skating videos. Um But yeah, and I usually sometimes I'll be doing like live streams at the rink, but then today I decided to do it at home. And yeah, pretty much yeah, we just like talk and yeah, it's pretty fun. So also welcome to my channel if you're new. Okay, guys. So I think that I have to go now because I've been on here. Okay, hold on. It's 1:29:43 seconds. But I've been on here for quite a while now. But I think that I am going to end this live stream. And yeah, I will see you guys in one of my next videos. And I hope that you guys will enjoy watching the Winter Olympics. I definitely will be watching and hopefully we can like I'll do like some videos maybe about it. I'll see what I'll do, but I'm just excited to watch it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming and I hope that you guys enjoyed. Bye.